I don't know how well you can see me, but like it's dark. I can see fairly well because it's dark with one eye, but I can't see with my other eye. But I'm eating the porridge that I made. This is what my vision is like all day long. This is what my vision is like. I don't know how well you can see this, but like if it's dark, I can see relatively well for my eyesight, but this is my normal. Like what the screen is showing you is what I see right now. Like I can't see my hand moving in front of the camera or anything, but I know that right there behind me is the window. Yeah. This is what my eyesight is like every day. This is my vision every day. Like if you were to take like a piece of clear plastic that's kind of like blurry, put it over a screen and you can see through it, but it's like blurred, that's what I see every day, but with one eye. And I'm colorblind. I was born colorblind. They told me my biological father was colorblind. But then again, I was a child abduction. How would they know that? I can prove it. I'm eating porridge with chopsticks. For this porridge, the porridge the way I make it, I added a little bit of coconut oil to mine because I like the consistency and the taste of the coconut oil. I have Target coconut oil, but this is really good because I put the ginger mints in there. So I added dried garlic, powdered garlic, about a teaspoon, and then I added about yeah, a tablespoon of the garlic ginger mint. So every time I take a bite, I get a taste of the ginger. But I have the dried garlic with the minced ginger garlic. So it's like the jarred minced ginger. I taste it every time I take a bite, which gives it like a flavor for the amount of flour that I use with water. Because sometimes you have to add just a little bit more water, which I did after I made it because I wanted to loosen up what was at the bottom of the container, the plastic container when I put it in the microwave. Yeah, it's good though. Only thing missing with this would be cranberries or dried fish. I would soak the dried fish with some vinegar and the applesauce, and then in a separate, I would soak the flaxseed meal with a little bit of the applesauce and water and vinegar. So like in two separate containers, I would do. Yeah, I wouldn't want them to all soak together because I would want the flaxseed meal to soak with applesauce and vinegar in one container. I would probably add like the dried seasoning to let them soak with the applesauce and warm vinegar water and the flaxseed meal. Like I would want that all to soak together so the flaxseed meal takes up the flavor of the seasoning, like the ancho chili powder, the chili powder, esto, dried garlic, the garlic powder and cloves. I would let that soak with the flaxseed meal. I know this is something my daughter will love because it's got ginger. She loves ginger. I miss her. My daughter never had like store bought baby food. I think I bought like after she was, forcefully at gunpoint taken from me by a serial killing child molester. Um, and they were forcefully, I couldn't see her. They told me I could not see my own daughter because I'm not raping her. They told me I'm mentally unstable and schizophrenic because I'm not a child molesting rapist. And we recorded them saying this too. They are recorded saying, they are documented saying this. My friend is a monk. This is what I would feed him. He would love these. Only difference is he doesn't eat fish. So I would put like nuts. But it would have to be like dates and berries and stuff. I know he eats that, but I do know he eats insects. So I would put like in like this. If you never had like dried insects, I don't know how to say it, but like crickets, this would be cricket mash or dried mealworms, and this would be amazing. This is also good for horse meal too. A lot of animals will eat this. You just have to clean. It has to be cleanly processed, and this is a really good mix if you want to make this same stuff. It's really good for bird treats as well as sometimes dog treats, but you have to add actual like beef tallow or something to it. I should have put that in the recipe. My friend wanted to gain weight. This is what I would feed them. This is how you gonna gain weight. We're gonna put some beef tallow in here, and I'm gonna fry you up some beef drippings, and we're gonna put that in there too. Okay? You like a coconut? Let's get you some weight. Let's get you to a few pounds, okay? You like a fish? Okay. You okay, friend? Okay. You want some food? Okay. This what I will feed you. I have some friends that are former Buddhists. And I have some friends that are former Amish too. They would love this. I don't think they've ever had like this because some of this stuff they don't get where they are, especially like the African dates and stuff. But this is what I would feed. This would be like a comfort meal that they would like love. Only difference is I would give them this with a tostada. Okay? Not a piece of toast. Cornmeal tostada. A yellow corn tostadas. Yes. This a little bit warm. Yes. The tostada with the crunchies. Oh my god. You don't eat meat? Just for you. You like meat in a separate pot? This is what I will feed my village every day. This will be an option every day for my people here. Good for you. It's a comfort meal everybody can enjoy. You want some American soul food? This for you, American soul food. This American soul food. That's his favorite food in America. The halal plates? Yeah. I miss my friend. I mean, I'm not blissfully unaware of anything. I'm more than aware that there's something very not right happening, but I am legally blind. What this that you're seeing through the phone, that's what I see. Like I can watch the video as it's recording. I really don't see anything, but like I can show you the TV is there, right? That's what I see. This is my eyesight every day. There's a change in light. I can see that the difference in the change in light. This is what I see every day. My eyesight's been like this for over 20 years. It gets worse every day. Like I can literally see in the dark. But when you turn on bright lights and things like that, I'm not able to see because my eyes aren't human. And I'm not lying. Homo sapiens are human. There's a difference in genetics. I have no DNA. I don't have Caucasian DNA. I don't have Neanderthal DNA. There's Homo sapien Neanderthal, and then there's something else that's indigenous. I'm indigenous. I'm Asian indigenous. I'm Latina Asian indigenous. So like those Eurasians, I'm not European. I don't have any European DNA. I'm half Japanese. I have no I have no European DNA whatsoever. And I can prove it. I'm half Japanese. Like some people they just it doesn't make sense to me at all. Everything they do, it's like a serial killer, a child molester, a rapist, and then we're mentally unstable or schizophrenic because we don't want something that's mentally unstable from someone that's racist. I'm indigenous. I have tribal rights to the country that we're in and dual passport because I was born in Japan. I have a whole twin brother. We were born in Japan. They brought me here. But you can't tell that to schizophrenic and a paranoid delusion. That's like saying that like they tried to say the Marine Corps doesn't exist. I'm a Marine. I'm an ex-Marine. I'm ex-Special Forces. I was a Naval Air Force pilot. Or a student Naval Air Force pilot. All I need is a corrective lens and to cover my left eye with an eye patch. Usually I just use tape. It's the easiest and it stays where it needs to be. I mean, my eye does get to breathe, but it's also protection for my eye because it completely blocks everything out. I have no problem wearing tape over my eye. Do I wear it every day? No, but I also don't want to damage my eye any more than necessary because sometimes that does, cause damage to your retina because of the change in dilation. I was speaking Danish Inuit, and then I went into, well, Japanese and Yiddish, my father's language. My father spoke Arabic, Japanese, and Romney Yiddish. Our biological father was half Japanese, half like Arab Israeli. So he spoke Romney Yiddish and he spoke Japanese. He spoke Romanian Yiddish, which is like an Arab dialect, with an Arab dialect, and he spoke Arabic. And then my uncle spoke Japanese, French, Mandarin, and Portuguese, Spanish. Like I don't know where they got me, but there's a recording of my biological mother giving birth to my brother and I in Japan. I have a twin brother, and we were born in Japan. My twin brother is registered as a twin. I was registered as a child abduction in a foreign country, and then I was brought here to. You sound like you have an accent. I do have an accent. I was born overseas, and they brought me here. Like this was like the third or fourth country they put me here after I gave birth in a foreign country because someone raped me as a toddler. Don't believe these people. They lie about everything. I mean, when I say everything, they lie about everything. They can visibly see that you're wearing a color, or you can be like walking away from like them and not even know who they are. So you're not gonna do this for me, man. I don't even know you. Where do you know me from? Does your paranoid schizophrenia tell you something that's not true? Is your schizophrenic hallucination trying to convince you of something that doesn't make sense to other people? I was speaking Japanese. Well, Japanese is considered an indigenous culture because they are indigenous. They're Japanese indigenous, but then they're like, what's the word I'm looking for? They're indigenous immigrants here that are Japanese. My grandmother was a Japanese immigrant. My grandmother was Japanese. They lie about everything. When I say they lie about everything, I mean they lie about everything. You tell the truth, oh, you're schizophrenic for telling the truth because my face looks like this? What is it? I'm not doing something to help you with your schizophrenic delusions, your paranoid hallucinations, your schizophrenic paranoid delusions about something that you don't understand because you yourself are schizophrenic. I have a PhD in nuclear physics. I cured cancer with physics. I had a minor in psychology, but then again, they wanted me to major in psychology, so I was like, okay, I'll major in psychology. And they're like, oh, you're schizophrenic. I'm sorry, where are you medically licensed? The University of Schizophrenia? Where did you get a licensed MD from? My twin brother, we look alike. Neither one of us are American. And then again, he speaks better English than I do. That's why I'm sitting here like, I don't know these people. I know you lying. You don't understand Japanese. You don't speak Japanese. Okay, I was speaking Japanese and they electrocuted me. And then I was speaking another language. It's my native language. Like, oh, you're schizophrenic. Okay, my grandmother was indigenous. She was mixed indigenous at that. I'm sitting there, my grandmother was indigenous. I'm not lying. My other grandmother was one of the young girls that were raped overseas in Germany, and then they had to fake her death and take her out of Germany because of Adolf Hitler. There's documentation because my uncle went to go find his niece, which was my grandmother. These people really are delusional. I'm sitting there trying to tell them, yeah. Those Polynesians, most of them are from Thailand. Not Taiwan, Thailand. Like Thailandia. Taiwanese people are short. They're not like other people average height. They're short. Thai people are tall and slender, or muscular and slender. Like average height for like most Thai people, they're tall, above average. I'm not average height. I'm not you. I have like as far as I know from like historical research, I have no European DNA whatsoever. I have no idea who these people are. I'm a whole missing persons out of France. I was a child abduction from France. I can prove that there's no way possible anyone could be attracted to me unless I'm a dead body. I can prove it. They either want me as food or they want me as decomposing flesh to get an erection because they can't get an erection to like an actual person that's alive, breathing, and able to conversate with them like a person. We're ethnic minorities, which is why I'm sitting there saying something else too. We're not human. We're not Homo sapiens. They're Homo sapiens. They're Neanderthals. I have no Neanderthal DNA whatsoever. None whatsoever. They don't even know what ancestral race that they are. You have no idea what your ethnicity is. We're indigenous. We go here. This our planet. This my planet. You don't go here. You were a guest on this planet, and they told you that you were a guest on this planet, and you were brought here so that you could go back to your planet, but you confuse yourself. Like, we can show you history of where you came from and how you got here. And they're like, oh, schizophrenia. It's a documented piece of world history that you are ignoring because you are schizophrenic. This is why I'm sitting there. I don't do Facebook. I'm telling you right now, I do not do Facebook. I don't do serial killers. I don't do racist. I don't do schizophrenic. I don't do paranoid delusions. After what I've been through, and I'm blind too, no. My eyesight got worse because of brain damage, which does happen. Then there was poisoning that also made my eyesight worse because they are mentally incapable of education due to schizophrenia. They're not deaf, they're schizophrenic. Then there's the other part. I don't care that you deaf. You don't care about my son being deaf. I developed a cochlear for my son and soldiers. And there is documentation. No, I did that. And there's documentation. It was my idea. I was working on neuroscience. I have a nuclear physics degree, but I had a minor. I don't even want a PhD in psychology. I really didn't. I didn't want a doctorate in psychology. I did not want that. That abusive racism, that's why I don't do Facebook. I don't believe in slavery. I don't do schizophrenic. I don't do paranoid delusion. I don't do schizophrenic hallucination. You don't even believe that people can be blind. You're schizophrenic. I'm just so confused. So people can be deaf, but other people can't be deaf. So one person can pretend to be deaf. But if they're actually deaf, they're schizophrenic. You don't believe that you're schizophrenic because you're schizophrenic. So one person can pretend to be blind. But if someone's actually blind, they're schizophrenic? No, that's not how that works. They tried to tell me because I don't pretend to fall out having a seizure. Because I'm not faking having a seizure. I'm not actually having a seizure. Well, I don't know what medical university of schizophrenia that you went to. I don't know what fake medical university of paranoid delusions that you hallucinated that you graduated from. I really don't. Yeah, that paranoid hallucination. I know you're racist. I know you are. You don't even understand what ethnicity is. You don't even understand what's around you or who is around you because you're paranoid schizophrenic in a state of schizophrenic hallucination. I don't care that you do drugs. We don't do drugs. His name is Jedediah. That's my gentle giant. I refuse to allow you to treat my son or disrespect my children like that. Any of them. That's not. We not doing that. That's what we're not gonna do. You sitting there saying you want something. Okay, when you disrespect me, you disrespect an entire tribe of people, not just one person. An entire tribe of people, not just one. Because you have no self-respect. This is exactly what I mean. I don't do Facebook. I don't believe in slavery. You're looking for Priscilla child molesting serial killer and want to be slave owner. I've never made a voodoo doll of anyone in my life. I wouldn't even attempt to be that disrespectful. They injected me with steroids at gunpoint as a hostage. I wasn't even allowed to develop naturally as a person because they're paranoid, schizophrenics, and hallucinations. One thing about people with schizophrenia, they tend to mentally um, process things together. So even when they're like one person doing something, the others jump in because they have no idea what's going on. They really don't. My son was born deaf. You never asked, you just assumed. He can speak, he cannot hear. My daughter was born mute, so she can hear, but she's not able to speak. Her vocal cords did not develop because of a birth defect. You didn't ask, you just assumed. In your paranoid schizophrenic hallucination. They hate everyone that exists because we're not enough slaves for them. I'll say it out loud. What she expect? Everyone to do what she wants because she's crying about not having enough slaves? So because she's crying about not having enough slaves, we're just supposed to drop everything that we're doing because she wants more slaves to pay her bills that she can't pay for herself. I don't do Facebook. I don't do no Priscilla child molesting serial killer and want to be slave owner. I am legally contracted to avoid any type of